Tell me about your mercenary days.
Bring me a morsel to eat and we'll talk.
A morsel to eat? Let's give him this pork.
Delicious. Amazing how honest toil can stir the appetite. Thank you, Witcher.
You were saying...
During the war, I served as a mercenary under Pretty Kitty herself. You've heard what a warrior she was. What a woman.
Strong women. Nothing on this earth like them.
Too true. We could take on anyone. I saw half the world as a member of Pretty Kitty's corps of mercenaries. We even went to Zerrikania.
That's really far.
It was hell. Hot as an oven, and humid as a bathhouse. We massacred the natives while Zerrikania massacred us. They have flies there that creep up your nose at night and lay eggs. Then the larvae eat your brain and crawl out your eyes once they mature into flies. Disgusting. Many of us died thus. There were also diseases, venomous spiders and snakes, and many other afflictions I can't even name. I even saw a striped horse. After almost 8 months of fighting the jungle, we had to retreat. Impossible to win a war if you can't locate your enemy. It was the only defeat Pretty Kitty ever suffered.
Interesting story. Thanks.
Look how they grow.
Godspeed.
Right. Journal entry in Zerrikania. Sadly not on the Equinox, which we also know now in the plural form is also Equinox. Sultan Chive. We should talk to Thaler. He was around the corner, that's good.
I'll show him. Your man beats you and you tell no one? He's too strong. Hit him with a pan, then tell your brother. Think of your children.
It's really nothing like beating your spouse, huh? I think all this hair starting's like weird, but I may be just imagining things. 9 AM and Thaler's having a sleep. Don't know what day it is, so...
So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
I figured out Salamandra. Let's see if we can sell some useless items to him. We can! Absolutely amazing. Barely earn any money from it, but we can do it. Let's see, Bloomies right now. 10% more for pain. I don't think that is the best thing ever, but I'll need one more Dark Thaler and we can actually hand that over.
So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
I've figured out Salamandra.
We'll see.
Let's summarize.
I'm really fucking interested.
There's nothing to this story.
What's your problem?
You're no criminal genius, Thaler, though you might like to be.
So who am I? Some pious priestess's virginity that she lost in a dark alley?
A little conniver who buys debts to feel important, to have power over people if only for a moment.
That hurt, Geralt.
You talk a bundle, but when push comes to shove, you hide under the city guard's bibs. You lack balls.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop pretending you have principles. You come across the property of a witcher, someone who risks his life for people like you, and what do?
Tell me.
You ignore it. Just more prizes to peddle. You're an insignificant fence, nothing more.
That concludes your investigation? I'm almost disappointed.
You're not worth my time.
The great Geralt has spoken. He lectures, plays the wise one, and I couldn't give a rat's arse. Not being petty, I won't take it personally. All customers lose their wits once in a while. I'll let you in on something. I might have gotten on Azoz's bad side once. The bastard lusts after antiques and luxuries, like any savage who makes a corner too. I was once asked to handle an entire transport of that shit. Turned out it was for him, except I needed the city guard's help at the time. I tipped Vincent off and they confiscated everything. I've needed even more protection since.
Interesting. So we've made an ally of him, apparently. Search for leads on our own. Thaler is acting weird. Talk to Shani about the sword. But I actually think I figured out why the hair's acting weird. It comes from alt tapping. Thinking, but why is that then relevant? I'll leave you to figure that out on your own. Can't give you all the answers now, can I? Even though I can. Let's see, can we just enter? No. There's Vivaldi in there. If we need to bribe Jethro with more drugs, then I won't be surprised.
Can I talk to Vivaldi?
No chance. Anyone arrested for dealing with Scoia'tael is a political prisoner.
He's just an old dwarf.
Why are you standing up for him?
I need to talk to him.
Pay the 200 bail and I'll let him out. You can do whatever you want then.
Fine.
Here's your coin.
And this has ask about in the book. Wait, what book? Okay, so that was part of this quest too.
What brings you here?
Leader for certain organization. Sure.
I'm looking for the leader of a certain organization.
You suspect me because I'm a dwarf?
So I suspected you. I know you've lost control of your bank.
Sorry I suspected you. I know you've lost control of your bank.
Kind to be so frank with a dwarf.
Anytime.
I have information about Javid that might be useful.
Even the smallest details sometimes are.
I saw his name in old files. He paid tuition at the sorcerer school in Barnard. He was expelled after taking an interest in dark magic. He stopped paying tuition and that was the last trace of him in our system. You're dealing with a renegade, and a dangerous one at that.
Interesting.
What brings you here?
Do you have a copy of the secret gates?
I do, and what remains of my collection. It's yours if you want it.
How much?
You pulled me from prison. Take it as a gift.
I hope you recover your assets.
That bank has belonged to my family for ages, and now some human. You call this justice?
Goodbye.
So we have a bunch of new character info. Holy moly. He's in hiding. He's a drug addict. Powerful men have weaknesses. He likes to bask in luxury. Renegade mage. He's expelled from the wizard circle. Renegade mages performed the witch's mutations in the past. It may also have been legitimate wizards. I can't really remember. Berengar. Had dealings with Salamandra. Don't know if he was an associate or their enemy. Berengar used to work for Kalkstein. Circumstantial evidence suggesting that Thaler was working for Salamandra, but he wasn't. I enjoyed this sound here. These sounds too. Let's see what locations. Sericania. It's off to the east. Mysterious land to the far south? Far descendants southeast. But alchemists will worship dragons. Let's it again. What am I looking for? The map. Well, of course, world map doesn't really show us much. Any other locations? No. Glossary? No. Tutorials? No. We have become proficient. Who am I kidding? We've become very great at that. Very great at video games, but absolutely abysmal at shulking. Back to the hospital. talk to Shani and some other stuff. You too.
I'm exhausted.
I kinda am too. Hard physical labour and a good day's work will do that to you. Granted, the work was before the labour. Prisoner. Can't talk to him. What time is it? It's 9:30. May actually be a case. We can talk to him again. No. So my theory is Shani is at her home because it's early in the morning. Not early in the morning. It's just morning. We'll wait around for her to show up. Or look at the map and see where is she. Oh, the castle, Vincent's Post, Antiquarian. We should also go check those out. Raymond, Harry Baron. She's probably in the trade quarter, if anything, but we could also check on Kalkstein first. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of running about and chatting here in Chapter 2.
Screw co-op
Oh,
existence.
there she is.
Come back later.
Okay. Vault is home. Signboard hooker. Kalkstein's house. Nah. Too red. Thinking, what is this guy's deal with redheads? And the answer to that is, you know. Secret gates. Ain Sabah. Tenwally something. Something. Mage's Tower. Oh, so it's a book on the tower? The 10 Sephiroth. Secret gates. Man to the long measure in the swamp, spend his days and nights poring over his books and pipettes. Okay. Sorry for not reading this completely thoroughly, but the Mage Shadow Tower. And Ain Sabah. So let's look for the Sephiroth stones, which will open the tower in the swamp. First stone is a wise person. Second will come with freedom. The third is in possession of someone wealthy, while the merciful person has the fourth. 3 stones are guarded by a girl, a mother, and an old hag. That's Melitele, and they can be obtained through sacrifice and prayer. So we'll sacrifice something to the Melitele altar and get that. That much I understand here. The 8th Sephiroth. What? Sephiroth is in the plural form, I get it. Hidden underground in the swamp and guarded by death. The 9th must be obtained by fighting its guardian, while the 10th and final will be rewarded for tenaciously seeking the truth. So, something's telling me that all the quests we have will... a wise person. Kalkstein, maybe? Second will come with freedom. We freed Vivaldi from the prison. Third is in possession of someone wealthy. Declan Levarden. Merciful person has the 4th. Merciful. Siegfried? Shani? 3 other stones guarded by a girl, a mother, and an old hag. Well, that's Melitele. 8th is underground in the swamp and guarded by death. Something out in the swamps. We'll get to that in a bit, I suppose. But first, Kalkstein.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
Let's talk about Salamandra.
Let's talk about Salamandra. Evidence indicates you're linked to the organization.
What evidence?
The wounded salamander mentioned you.
That's likely, since I hired him.
What for?
To help with my experiments. I had no idea he belonged to a secret organization.
I suppose he distilled the fifth essence and dusted the Philosopher's Stone?
He protected me from Salamandra and did other tasks. He risked his life for me, and your sarcasm will not change that. Get out of my sight, mutant.
Yeah, well, I believe him.
I believe you. It's suspicious that people you hire are chased by Salamandra.
I don't know who pursued Berengar, but I had nothing to do with it.
You didn't try trapping him to hand him to Azar Javed?
If I worked for Salamandra, I would never let myself be linked to Berengar. You offend my intelligence. Go away.
He is making sense.
I believe you. I don't know enough to decide. Let's drop the subject for now.
Right. We can't waste time. When you find that criminal, I'll gladly help. But now, back to work. You offended me, Witcher. That formula needs rethinking.
Right. Now, let's not steal the strawberry from him. Usually, when you go about assuming stuff, it's a good and easy way to get that side of the story. And he made sense. It's a royal castle. Herbalist. Oh.
The Escalopian snake. I'd love to meet the fool who associated skin shedding with medicine.
Oh, Geralt. Notice board. Oh, the shiny sass. Advertisement for Schuttenberg Jewelers, where every ring is that special ring. Peddler.
What can I do for you?
Let's just check what he has. Miscellaneous stuff. You?
You need anything? Jewelry, gifts, trinkets, and baubles.
Some vodka. We can definitely use that. No cars about. Antiquary?
What do you want?
Antiquary? Why sorcerer? No, Geralt! Ooh, this is good. Lol. What? Monsters, sorcerers, and witches from a simple man's point of view. Conjunction of the spheres. This is good. This is about how everything's a space alien. Monster and portrayal of witches. Ethelin's prophecy. Of Lara Dorn and Kraken of Lod. Elves and Elder Blood. Human version of Lara and Kraken's legend. Yeah, but Lara Dorn was an elf who, had sexual relations and romantic relations with a human, Kraken. I think that's how it goes anyway. And therefore, the Elder Blood, which was something she had, sort of went both to elves and to humans. Or something along those lines. I'm a bit rusty on it. We could grab it and probably get the true story. Or the human version, but let's went on that elven version for Lara and Kragen's legend. Swamp monsters, field plants, forensic medicine. What the? Koshi? Golem, Sirikanen insects and other vermin, book of animals, dragon stream, bomb known as King and Queen of a Sinfrid oil, things we can't really use. Necrophages, right information, ghouls and gravius. Ground to ground. Ritual plant, ground swamps. Spectus Wraith and the Damned. Wyvern, Basilisk and Cockatrice. Alguls, Sermitors and Devourers. this here we need for the Equinops. Equinops A. And Striggers and Werewolves and Arcspores also need. Spending all our money. But he buys the book back, apparently, at least. We're already doing it Swamplands because we'll be entering the swamp soon-ish. Celandine. Beggar taken fool's parsley source methods of obtaining alchemical ingredients from these plants. Cool. We already have Celandine the green. Yes.
What do you want?
We'll look into this once we have sold him the books back. Because we've already read it and therefore we know it. Still losing money more than we earn it, but that'll change once we actually get out and do our stuff. Practice Blossom. All of this. Since it's folding on, we may as well go through it. Formulae. Monsters. Arcspores. These are bigger Equinopses. Let's see. Current places where particularly cruel crimes have been committed, or the tombs of the victims of such crimes. Some crimes are so terrible that they fill people with terror and offend the gods. The criminal's ill will and the cruelty of his deed conceive a curse that brings the Arcspore to life. The beast attacks innocent creatures hatefully, trying to take vengeance until justice is done. Considering this is from a book about cursed creatures, this is most likely true, and it's not just a space alien plant. Same goes for the Equinops. It's born out of a curse, meaning it's magical. It's native to the world because of magic. So it's technically not native, but in the way it is. Places where crimes have been committed or on the graves of the victims of such crimes. And Odo has some of them growing in his garden. Their dog was guarding something. The dog was probably guarding his brother who was killed by him. And the Equinops sprouted from that as well. It all makes sense now, huh? And then we've got the Strigger. The thing we saw on the intro cinematic, where the Princess Ada of Temeria was turned into a Strigger. A woman transformed into a monster by a curse. She is filled with hatred towards all living beings, devouring them gladly. A Strigger may tolerate necrophages. She needs a hideout during the day, often choosing a sarcophagus in the forgotten branch of a crypt. And the real life law about Strigger is, if I'm not too mistaken, they're a branch of vampires. In a way, in mythology or folklore. That's why during the day they sleep, and then, I'm not an expert on the subject, but I'm fairly certain that they are some kind of Polish vampire. Or Slavic vampire. However, in The Witcher they are, of course, something completely different, but they're based on the original thing. But pretty cruel and pretty cool in what they are. I suppose in this kind of grotesque, cursed way, it's a true fucking curse, a true proper curse and all. So, come from spells, magic, and idea sire. The sages research these phenomena. For us witches, it is enough to know that strong will may create them. We also like to know how to fight them and kill them. Most frequently, yes. That is what we are usually paid for. If you want the spell lifted, people usually just want to be protected. If the monster has killed people, revenge may be another motive. Other things tactics. Strigger is a very strong and agile creature, but not as resilient as she might seem. She attacks by surprise and tries to tear opponents to pieces. Without giving them a chance to fight back, near a sarcophagus, a Strigger is always stronger. Sensitive to silver, a Strigger may be freed from a curse by those who survive a night near a sarcophagus. Just as we saw Geralt do in the intro cinematic, he slept in a coffin. And what he did in the first short story, The Witcher. And, werewolf. Werewolves are lycanthropes, which means their shape changes. Humans transform into werewolves as a result of curses. The creatures lurk near human settlements. Yeah. They are not a space alien, they are born from magic and curses. And those, I find, are the most interesting kind of creatures in the Witcher world. Because if it's a drowner, it's a space alien, you can't really reason with it, it's evil. Capital E evil. It's the same kind of evil that Geralt and Sultan philosophized spoke philosophically about, that, you know, it's just pure evil. You can't reason with it.
Why stay and rot here?
And then with Matter of Curses, it becomes more grey because it used to be a person, or it is a person, but it's suffering from a curse, and so on and so forth. Then it's usually a case of what is the contract about? Is what you're paid to kill or to lift the curse, and they'll usually do that. But of course, the optimal Witcher choice is always to cure the curse, because then you also save a life. I have sort of forgotten what we were doing. Talking to Shani. What? Why did it make that sound? What in the... That was weird. As in real proper weird. Can we chat with Shani now?
Hi, Geralt.
Hi, Shani.
I miss Oxenfurt sometimes.
You could always go back.
No, I'm needed here. Few have your immunity.
I wanted to talk.
Quickly, I need to get back to work.
Oh, we do need to talk to her.
I need to talk to you.
Can it wait?
Well, I suppose.
Visit me at home. The hospital's no place for personal matters.
How can I help?
Your skills are no good here.
Shani, I do other things besides kill.
We don't have a cure for the plague yet, but... Did you know Rusty?
Don't recall.
Before the plague took him, he discovered certain plant extracts retarded the disease's progress.
You need those plants?
Yes, the best one's celandine. Unfortunately, it's only found on swampy ground.
I'll try to help.
Every blossom counts. Bring at least 5 sprouts.
Good thing we have a bunch of that already.
Here's the celandine.
Excellent. I'm really grateful.
I prefer a monster anatomy lesson. There's nothing. This here is probably a better choice, but Geralt would go for this one. Because he's a big softy and he... You know, if he can help people, his friends especially, he will not ask for payment.
It was nothing.
If you need anything, let me know.
See ya.
Desert Swarms, we already did that. I think Shani owes me one. We should talk to Shani more often. Jesus. Favour. What's it Millie today? We don't know what to hand over here. A dried fruit?
Our mother, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
So we just had to give some food, and now we have the 3 Sephira gems here. We already have... How did we get that one? What's that symbolize? Oh. No matter, it's pretty cool we have it already. I can't remember where I got it. Maybe I should watch my own Let's Play and then figure out where it all went wrong. No, and of course, seriously, where I got this Sephira.
Your hair's like milk. How come?
Milk. Let's see, so what we gotta do now is Shani at night about the sword, and we should go to the swamps and get rid of the stuff at night. If we get more evidence of Kalkstein or Ramsmith, we should talk about that. We need to kill the Elghouls and dog. It seems that most of what we need to do is at night now. And not all suspects are guilty. Oh, nice. Nice. Good. I don't know. I think something's up with this boy. Oh. Can make it all look at him or look away. Neat.
What's that?
You.